Chat away, chat away, chat away. What is up? Back at the shop. Yeah. What's up, D? Yeah, I got to get this crap straightened up here. It's a freaking nightmare. What's up, Sean? Yeah, it's a freaking nightmare here. So, sons of bitches about made me go damn broke. Yeah, well, I mean, I don't look all that great, but it is what it is at this point. So, figured I'd go ahead and run you through the stuff that I've had to clean up and stuff that I've had to fix and everything else. And, well, I mean, shit. Like I said last week, I freaking fired everybody. So, but luckily, what's going on, James? What's up, mijo? But luckily, I had some new guys start yesterday, and it's really hard to find, really freaking hard to find good people. And I'll tell you why it's really hard to find good people. It's really hard to find. Hey, what's going on, John? It's really hard to find good people that are willing to work because everybody's just wanting to be given every damn thing in their freaking entire life. And I got news for you, man. You're just gonna have to work for it. Now, granted, I mean, should I be here? Nah. Am I here? Yeah. Somebody's gotta do this, man. You know what I mean? I mean, somebody's got to do it. It's the only way we make money. So I went over to the other shop today, where, um, well, them two boys over there's got their hands full. But at least they're actually doing what they're supposed to be doing. So we got some cars and paint, and I'm gonna run y'all through the shop real quick and a bunch of the shit that I'm in the middle of fixing. Um, and I've been going through all the books and all the money that's owed to the freaking shop right now, and there's a reason why there's a reason why none of this shit's been paid. I I, I mean, seriously, there's a reason why nobody, I haven't gotten a damn paycheck off this freaking shop. There's a reason why people are freaking pissed off because their shit ain't done. Because people were just not doing shit. Um, they were doing that expect to get freaking paid but not do the job type shit. And y'all know me, that shit doesn't cut it. And I don't have anything Padme here at the shop. I do have plenty of Star Wars shit here at the shop though. Um, as a matter of fact, where'd it go? I have the containers that are left over. All these are empty. These are empty. That's what Steph sent me for Christmas. Those are empty. Ate all that stuff and just brought that stuff here just so I could, you know, um, I guess keep my damn face, or keep my YouTube family close. So I mean, I've got that stuff here. I do have somewhere around here. Oh, here it is. A little Merry Christmas bag that from one of my customers dropped it off for me here, and ba-bam. That's right. That's what I'm talking about. That's how good my customers know me right there. I mean, seriously. That's a Newt Gunray. Look at that. Oh, I'm sorry. Is that diversity? Is that diversity? No, no, that's not diversity. It's a fucking alien. Yeah, that's diversity. Jesus. Should I call it ma'am or should I call it sir? Or I don't know. Maybe I should just freak out in a damn vape shop. Um, I don't know. Kind of weird. I haven't seen one of those in a long ass time either, and he swears up and down he's got a whole lot more. Um, no, no, there's no Tico tacos anywhere around here. Now he swears up and down he's got a whole lot more of the older stuff, and including one of, I don't know if you'll remember it or not, but the pewter Millennium Falcon, um, the really big one. I mean, the really big one. Um, he's got that, and as soon as I get his job done, if I can get it done before the deadline, I'll get that as a bonus. Now that's freaking awesome. That is freaking awesome. So, um, I haven't seen one of those in so freaking long, and you can't really freaking find them anywhere. So, um, hell, incentive for me, D, right now is this shit needs to get out of here so I can pay bills, buy more medicine. I have been off the medication for 3 weeks now because, I mean, fuck, it's just too damn expensive. Um, but by coming back here and getting all this shit straightened out, and with my new guys, which my new guys, I actually know them. So it's just taking me a lot to get them to come here, but um, every one of them uprooted and left. And it does have the computer chip to talk. Yes, it does. Um, which would probably work better than anything that fucking Disney's produced with, all of their crap that doesn't even work. I mean, they sell you these toys and I'm sorry, toys, collectibles, whatever you want to call them, and they don't even work. I mean, they don't even work. Now, other stuff that I do have that was brought in by a couple of other customers, believe it or not. I'll show you this because it's it's kind of cool. I mean, I've got I've got Star Wars stuff here at the office. I mean here at the shop. There's lightsabers sitting over here, um, and then of course I've my I wanted to do some work on my Revan stuff, so I brought it here. I got a slightly different paint job on it now, slightly different, a whole lot different than the one that I created the first time. Actually fits really well. Looks really good too. Um, but anyway, I'm gonna show you around, see what I'm trying to fix, work on, this and that. So first off, I'm going to start. I'm going to start with a little project that the guys started, but now I'm just going to go ahead and frickin' finish it. You know what I mean? I'm just going to finish it. Um, so I've got my little motor here. It's my little motor. So there's my little motor right there. Now this little sucker here, that little sucker there is going to be about 650 horsepower motor. I'm going to be shooting a 400 shot of nitrous to it. It is a stroker motor, um, 388 cubic inches. Normally I would do an LS, but I mean this is just shit I have hanging around the shop. It doesn't cost me anything. It's shit that I already had here, so might as well throw it together. Um, and of course this looks like a damn mess, but in all actuality this is all the other shit that's going with the little project that I'm doing. So as far as rotating assembly and everything else. So I've got my forge crank right there, and of course now a lot of y'all have seen, and I'm going to show y'all something that some of y'all have seen, some of y'all haven't. All right, so I'm going to get down here in the bottom of this drawer, and I'm going to pull out what would normally be a really good cam for a small block Chevy and let y'all look at it. So this would normally be a really good cam for a small block Chevy. I mean, everybody can see. You know what I mean? Everybody can see that it's a pretty good cam right there for a small block Chevy. Now, the cam that I'm going to run for a small block Chevy looks like a freaking crankshaft compared to those cams. I mean, good Lord, look at that. I mean, kid you not, dude. Look at that. Get the lobes on that, the amount of duration on that, the lift on it. So we're looking at a 730 lift cam, 730 on the exhaust side, 729. I mean 730 on the intake, 729 on the exhaust. Duration is 342. Um, yeah, 342 on the intake side, 355 on the exhaust side with a 112 LSA on it, which means it's going to take nitrous extremely well. I'm going to put a 400 shot of nitrous on this motor, so it should give me around 1,050 to 1,100 horsepower once I get done with it. So 1,100 horsepower going into a little bitty motor. I mean, going into a little bitty truck. And of course, I've got the rest of my little goodies here, which will be going in it. So I've got my little mini starter. Of course, I got my high volume fuel pump. Something you can't go without, especially if you're going to be drag racing. That's right, because you will break them friggin' wheel studs in a heartbeat. So you got to have the big ass wheel studs, otherwise you're just going to snap them off. Of course, this is part of my rotating assembly here, which is fully forged, and you can see it's domed. So yes, we are going to have one hell of a compression motor there. I've got my King racing bearings to go in it. The other thing I got is I got my high dollar total seal rings here, which are file fit rings. The other thing I've got is just really good head gasket head bolts. I mean, I'm getting ARP head bolts. I already got all this shit here. So of course, fuel line, I already got all this stuff here. This little wonder magnet right here is what I'm going to file my rings with. These are actually dimple locks, and dimple locks are for your compression rings. If you're going to be doing high horsepower builds and this and that, you're going to want these dimples. They actually lock the compression ring in place so it can't move. Then I've got the rest of the gaskets and everything else there. Of course, this is a set of heads for a customer that I just got finished with today. This, of course, is 625 horsepower LS3, which is we're actually going to put into an RX-8. Yes, into an RX-8. We're going to put a 625 horsepower LS3 into an RX-8. That is going to be a sweet build. So we've got RX-8 with a T56 transmission and a 8.8 rear end going into a 2,400 pound car. And it's going to be a daily driver, street car, run on pump gas, and blow the damn tires off of it. I can absolutely fit that in there. Matter of fact, we were talking about it whenever the guy came in here, and the coolest thing is I have put one of these LS motors in a John Deere lawnmower. That's a true story. And that guy took it out front and just laid black marks with that freaking lawnmower. Actually, it was a really cool build. I'm reaching in here to grab me something to drink out of the old Snap-on refrigerator and the old Matco box next to it, and the new Matco box that I bought myself for my birthday because I got it on sale. It was a repo. Yeah, it was a repo. It's a $12,000 box, and I got it for $3,000. And the cool thing is I don't have to pay them $3,000 for it. So if anybody knows how all that stuff works, it actually only cost me $150 a month, which isn't nothing. $150 a month. I mean, I should drink that in Mountain Dew. All right, so wait, I can't go anywhere without showing you my little man because my vision is not all that good. So I ended up getting me some glasses. Don't laugh because I'm gonna put them on now. After the surgery and everything else, of course, I can't see shit. So I ended up picking up, that's right, the granddaddy glasses. That's right. That's right. That's me. Granddaddy glasses. Exactly. It's like, where's Waldo? I don't get it. I mean, I honestly don't get it. But they help me see. And that's something that, man, it's been bothering the shit out of me because I can't see. I mean, shit. And you'll notice I'm using, this is my right hand. My left hand's not all that great anymore. I'm working on it though. Still doing the physical therapy, still doing everything else. Just doing it at home. Yes, I know I look like ass, but these actually help me weld, which is something I have to do a lot of. But I'm going to show you something cool that I welded for. I actually made it for a friend of mine. She's a big into cars and just is really big into cars. So I got to messing around one day, and there's a story behind this too, because the people next door to this shop are Buddhist, so they wear them, you know, Raiden hats, you know, like Raiden. You know what I'm talking about, like Raiden. So I was thinking about it one day, and I was like, all right, well, I need to test my welding anyway, because I can't see and shit. I love to weld. So I made this little guy here, of course, out of a flywheel, two pistons, a camshaft, some springs, and I even got the little Raiden hat on him right there. So I made that for her birthday. She loves it to death, and my welds are holding up, and they actually look pretty damn good. So I was extremely happy with it. I even did a little face on it too. I mean, it was pretty cool. So I mean, I got him two eyes, a nose, and a mouth up there. So it's actually pretty cool. And he's got his little Raiden hat on. So it's just like the people next door. She loves the crap out of it. So all right, so I'm gonna get you back into what the hell else I'm having to fix and go over. And so I came back to the shop being a mess, and I do mean being a mess. And I don't just mean shit not getting done. I'm talking about the whole damn shop's a damn mess. It's like nobody cleans up after themselves. Nobody gives a shit about anything else. Yes, you can see the paper up here and the paper there and everything else because it's getting ready to be a paint booth here. So I can actually do some painting here. I did do some painting here already, but it's such a pain in the ass. So of course we've got some tools. That's just, we got some tools there, and in there we've got the biggest damn junk pile I've ever seen in my entire life of just crap. I mean, just crap. That's just sitting around. Shit needs to be thrown the hell away, man. Um, I am. I'd say I'm feeling better. Yeah, we'll go with that. We'll go with that. I'm up and walking. We'll put it that way. Um, and then of course we have more junk. Somebody decided they're gonna learn to play golf, I guess, and then just more junk and more junk and more junk and more junk and just junk everywhere. Now, granted, this looks way better than when I came back. I mean, this looks way better than I came back. And I'll show you that here in a minute. But this is my little deal that they were doing for me here. So we can all get a good look at it. This is going to be the little drag S10 here. Little drag truck. Love the little S10 drag truck, man. This is going to be freaking awesome. Plus, it gives me something to do, something to keep practicing my welds on and everything else. And basically, for everybody that knows me knows that I can't just like sit around and do absolutely nothing. But I love to build shit. So I've been building on this truck since I got back, since I fired everybody else. And been building on it. Now, granted, doesn't look like much yet on the inside, but I'm working on it. So far we're caged. The seat's not completely mounted in yet because I need to be able to bring it up because I actually do have another hood for the truck, which is a 4-inch cowl hood, so I'm going to have to raise the seat up a little bit so I'll be able to see. But I mean, it's all caged up. The only thing that's not done is the 2 bars in the back. I love the satin black on this thing. The satin black is freaking awesome. And I actually painted it here. So I've got a whole lot more to do to the whole back of the truck and everything else. I do have the suspension already on it. I have started cutting it out, making, getting rid of some weight, and then I'll just redistribute or re redistribute where the weight's going to be. And I still have the back bars to go back here too, that I have to put for the roll cage in order to get my 10-point cage. So if anything happens, I get hit, roll over, anything else, I won't die. So now we're going to come to the rest of this junk pile. And for people that know, can look at it and go, holy shit, that's expensive. Oh my God, that's expensive. Oh my God, that's expensive. Yeah, and it's just sitting on the fucking floor. Of course, this is my 455. That's my 455, 1971 455 HO for the 79 Trans Am. It's already completely built, ready to go. It was already supposed to be in the car, and it's not there. And then that's my 351. That's a 1969 351 Windsor, first year for the Windsor, but it's also a Ford racing engine. It's the motors that they were putting in the Trans Am series cars, the GT350s. This is the exact motor that was coming in the GT350. Was the 1969 351 Windsor. And this is built directly back to factory specs. I do have a slightly larger cam in it because you know me, I ain't going to do anything half-ass. But that little sucker right there puts out 475 horsepower and 520 foot-pounds of torque. 520 foot-pounds of torque out of that little bitty-ass motor. And that's going to be going in the Torino, the 1970 Torino that I've had for 4 years. It still isn't built, even though I have everything already done, but nobody's put shit in it yet. So here on the rack, we've got the 1969 Camaro. Now the 1969 Camaro is a frame off, so the frame is done, you can see. It's already powder coated. All that stuff was done. They did a great job on it. The new firewall was installed. They did a great job on it. And I do mean they did a great job. I'm going to show you this firewall. They did a great job on that firewall. I mean, great job. Smoothing it out, doing everything else, making the metal, welding it in, getting the paint color right, because from the firewall back, hasn't been painted yet. And these are not the wheels and tires that are going to be on the car. We're actually going to go with 17-inch rallies on the car. We did do disc brake conversion on it. So it does have four-wheel disc on it now, which requires a different master cylinder and a different booster. Right now, I have to make a transmission mount. This is actually a TR6060 transmission, which comes in the brand new Camaros. So it's a TR6060 transmission. It also comes in the Viper. Also comes in the brand new Mustang 5.0s. So I have to make a transmission mount. Actually have to physically make one. Not a problem. I can fabricate that stuff up, no big deal. The rear end's already complete and done. I do have the brake lines for it. The brake lines are not in it yet. I'm going to put the brake lines in it. They're already bent. I've already pre-bent everything, and it's ready to go in. I just didn't want them in the way while the transmission mount's getting built. On the inside of the car, the whole entire car has been rewired with all brand new wiring. And I do mean all brand new wiring. I'm talking about from the ass of the car all the way to the freaking headlights is all brand new wiring. Let me tell you, I can wire, but I fucking hate it. Yeah, that's right. I said it. I did. I said it. I said it. I fucking hate it. Now, this is my crown jewels of everything over here. The thing I'm most proud of in here, and it doesn't seem, everybody would think, well, what's the big deal about that? Well, let me show you. Now, for those of y'all that don't know what you're looking at here, because it might be kind of dark, you are looking at a Miller TIG machine you're looking at a Miller um, MIG machine. I can also stick weld with it. What I was just holding in my hand, this little gun, this little $1,000 gun right here, is actually for welding aluminum. So I have an aluminum spool with this thing. I can sit there and weld aluminum all day long with it. And then on the very top of it right here, my trusty plasma cutter. That's right. 2900 degrees that sucker gets instantly, and you can cut through any metal and make any shape you absolutely want to make. So I'm most proud of all that stuff. Man, I bought that stuff 5 years ago, and altogether you're looking at about $15,000 worth of welding equipment right there, because I also have about 800 pounds of wire, sticks, welding rods, everything else. You know, it's I love to build things. You know what I mean? And that little sucker, that little jewel right there, and I put it on a cart so I can move it around. I can actually roll it back and forth in the shop. The guys can roll it back and forth in the shop and get on any car they want to get on. So what we have here, and I'm just going to point this big, humongous, ugly bastard out. I just showed you the red motor. Remember the red motor that was inside there? Okay. Well, that red motor is going to put out 625 horsepower and get about 25 miles to the gallon. Now this come out of a 2015 Mustang 5.0. So here is your Coyote motor. Look at that big ugly bastard right there. That is a humongous big ass turd. Everybody keeps talking about their 5.0s this and their 5.0s that. Well, it's really not. Your 5.0 shit. That actually come out of that Mustang. I have to build that. Well, I actually have to tear that motor apart, rebuild it, put all new stuff in it, and get it done. I don't allow anybody else to build motors here, so I'm going to be the one building it. We skipped right by those. I have a bunch of motors up against the wall that are ready to go together, but I can't work as fast as I used to work, plain and simple. So kind of sucks, but you know what I used to be able to do, and I used to be able to build a small block Chevy. We timed at one time, took me 48 minutes. Took me 48 minutes. That's the true story. It took me 48 minutes. I had a small block Chevy done. I built an LS motor in an hour and 15 minutes, and that's completely assembled, heads on, valve train in, ready to go into the truck that it was going in. It was actually went into an S10. Now it takes me all day to build a motor. All day. So we're going to show you this lump of shit here, and I'm going to give you the backstory behind it. All right, so don't judge the car too damn harshly, because it is a Trans Am WS6, and everybody knows I have a 2002 Trans Am. It's called the Widow, and it is black. It did set the national record for 346 cubic inches, and a customer dropped this car off 9 months ago, 10 months ago, because I was out for 7 months, and he dropped it off when I wasn't here. And he's abandoned the car. And he's abandoned a WS6, a Trans Am WS6. Well, he abandoned it because, well, the motor's got a rod knocking in it, because he's got 220-something thousand miles on the car, and not a problem. Not a problem. I'll get one of my guys to pull the motor out. I'll get one of my guys to pull the transmission out. I'll rebuild the motor. I'll go through the transmission, make sure everything's good. I'll put it all back together, and I'll be able to turn around and sell this sucker for a right good amount of money because we've already applied for the title and everything else because of abandonment. And this is what we've got, the carnage that's going on right now. I know, doesn't look like much. It doesn't look like much, but my motor started that same exact way. And that sucker ended up popping a national record. So, but I mean, everything works on the car. Everything's great. I'm just going to go ahead and pull that out, and it'll just be another way to try and make some more money back so we can continue on with the taking that shitty ass medicine that makes you feel like shit. That's one of the reasons I'm actually up and walking around a whole lot better is because I'm not taking the medication, but the medication just makes you feel like shit, makes you queasy, makes you weak and everything else. And but I mean, it's in there killing shit that it should be killing. But without it, I feel great. Well, I ain't say great. Well, I don't know. I guess you compare to the way I did feel. Yeah, I feel great. So here we have our 1992 customer's Mustang, 1992 Mustang GT. These things are so freaking hard to find, especially in good shape. So we're in the middle of upgrading everything on this car. We've already done suspension, we've already done interior, we've already done headers. Now we're in the middle of supercharging it. We are putting the supercharger on. We got the majority of the supercharger on. We'll do the intake tomorrow. Finish up the rest of the supercharger. Should be able to fire it up tomorrow and shoot her on out to the lucky owner. So he's taking his 225 horsepower motor, and we're going to be giving it about 475 with the supercharger. So there's where we are with it right now. The supercharger is already mounted on the front. Of course, this is your intercooler. And it is it's an air-to-water intercooler, so I like the air-to-water intercooler better than the air-to-air. Even though air-to-air does work pretty well, the air-to-water is way better. Steph, I showed everybody at the beginning of this thing, I have your tins and everything else that you sent the cookies and the fudge in, and I still have it here. Well, I actually brought it here to the shop, so it's pretty cool. Pretty cool. But I'm going to give you a look on the inside of the Mustang GT to show you what we've done on in here, since it's a white car. We went with the white gauges. So now he's got his boost gauges and everything else going on. He's got switch panels is in, everything else is in, everything works. We did a battery relocation. The battery's actually in the back of the car now. So all that wiring's hid. If you'll notice when you put the supercharger up here, there's not enough room for the battery. The battery's all the way in the back of the car, and it's really hard to find a Mustang GT in that kind of shape. I mean, it's in really good shape. And I just showed you one of the oldest lifts in the world that actually works. I planned on taking it out, but it just keeps working. If it works, I'm not going to change it. I mean, that's just, if it works, I'm not going to change it. All right, so we'll get back to some of the other mess. So we're going to show you the mess. Do you see all that crap? Man, make me go off on a motherfucker. I'm gonna be like, ooh, you better call me ma'am. You better call me ma'am. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, this is actually not just a Regal. This is actually a real T-type. And not only is it a real T-type, it was a clutch car, an original clutch car. They didn't make that many clutch car T-types. I did not do the cutting or anything else of this piece of monkey shit here of a car. The only thing I'm doing to it is making it stronger, giving it horsepower. I've already built a 4L80 transmission here. It's good for 1,500 horsepower. So it'll hold 1,500 horsepower like it's nothing. We'll put that behind the motor here that I've built. And this T-type here has one of the baddest sons of bitches right here. Now, that's going to put, along with the nitrous, around 1,200 horsepower to the rear tires. 1,200 horsepower, we've lightened the car up a lot. A lot. Lightened the car up a lot. And I did a lot of this before I was even gone. And really, nobody's even touched it since I was gone. So I've been in the middle of back half in the car because nobody's touched it. I mean, nobody. I did all this shit beforehand. The customer is extremely understanding and is actually getting ready to send us a whole nother car. So I still have quite a mess in here. Yeah, I know, right? All right, so at least I've got the cage in there, and I've got the gauges in there. I've got the cage in there. I have to cover up this big ass hole in the goddamn floor because it was a clutch car, and now it's going to be an automatic. So, but the cage is in, welded in, everything's ready to go. So now I'm in the middle of back half in the car, and then I'll back half the car, notch the frame, get the shocks and everything else put on. About 2 more weeks on this car, and it'll be done. I feel like better-ish. We'll throw ish behind it. Better-ish. But just so I'm going to show you some more of the bullshit. I mean, how can you work with that shit? You gotta continually step over it. I mean, seriously, you have to step over all this bullshit, and it's just bullshit. It's junk. It's shit we don't use. It's crap. The shit needs to be thrown away. And it really should be thrown away. And nobody's throwing shit away for some damn reason. I mean, this used to be my building table where I could actually come over here and set stuff up and weld it together and build stuff and do things and put rear ends together, and now it looks like this. What it looks like. And it gets worse. Man. The only good thing about this is there's a set of $3,000 shocks sitting over here that go for this T-type. And I bought them before I had all my stuff done. And they're still here. They're not even on the car. But that's alright. I'll put them on the damn car. I'll put them on. Nobody else will do it. I'll put them on the damn car. So that's a few things of what we got going on inside this shop. Man, there's so much shit outside. It's not even funny. But I'm going to show you what I have done, or what I did do part of the day to day. Because, and I can't. I'm kind of orderly, and I can't have shit just like sitting on the damn floor like that. So I'm gonna lift this up and I'll give you a little look here. I don't know if you can see it or not. There's a couple of engines right there. Junk. It's a whole trailer of junk. And I do mean a whole trailer of junk. Um, Matter of fact, there's so much junk on the trailer that it collapsed the damn springs on the trailer. That's how much. And this is only a third of what I've pulled out of the shop so far. Sorry. That's a third of what I pulled out of the shop so far. If there was a light on the outside, you'd be able to see I got Jeep four-wheel drive over here that we're making a rock crawler out of. The 79 Bandit Trans Am. The show car 1987 Monte Carlo SS. Almost done. Motors in, transmissions in, rear ends in, just disc brake conversions done. Paint job is done. Wiring is done. You can see absolutely zero wires on the damn car, on the motor at all. Then we got a 71 Monte Carlo. Motors in, transmissions in, rear ends in. Dakota digital gauges are in. All that stuff's done. The only thing left is to tune it, and that's me. Then we have our RX-8, the one that's getting the 625 horsepower motor. Then we also have a 73 Impala down here. It's actually a blown car, so it's a small block Chevy with a blower on it. So in the middle of working on it, we call it Pinky. Then we have another Mustang 5-liter. We have a 65 Mustang that we're working on. We have a 62 Chevy truck, full-size Chevy truck, that's getting an LS swap done on it. I've got an 84 Monte Carlo SS sitting in the back that we've already got motor, transmission, rear end, just waiting on a tune. That's me again. Jesus, what else we got? Oh, we have the 68 Impala, which is an all-original car. I don't know why he wants to do it, but we're going to LS swap it too. I've already got the motor built for it. I've got the transmission for it. I've got the Dakota digital gauges for it. He just wants something reliable. It's bone stock, never been touched, one owner car. Came with a factory 327 in it. It's freaking awesome. I don't know why in the hell he would want to do anything, but you know, kind of is what it is. You know, he wants to do it. It's freaking ridiculous how this shop was. I mean, it's just ridiculous. I mean, I couldn't even get to neither one of these toolboxes. I couldn't even get to them. Couldn't get to neither one of those toolboxes at all. And of course, I got the other motor there. Oh yeah, the rear end that I'm cutting down for the little drag truck. Yeah, that is a Ford motor. I mean, a Ford rear end right there. That is a Ford 8.8. I've already got the spool in it, so it's a full spool with a 410 gear, 31 spline axles in it. I'm going to cut it down 3 inches on one side because one tube is 17 inches and one tube is 20 inches. And once I cut those down to both of them are 17, it'll go right underneath the S10 and replace the 8.5 that's in it right now. That's also a posi unit with a 410 gear. But the 8.8 is a much stronger rear end than the 8.5. Although the 8.5 that's in it is a bad dude. But the 8.8 is going to be way, way, way stronger because we're going to be putting 1,000 horsepower to that rear end. And the 8.5 will never take 1,000 horsepower. So, I'll walk you back this way where I've got 2 motors here getting disassembled. These here are ready to get assembled, so they're pretty much ready to get assembled here, and then pretty much ready to get assembled there. So I'm getting ready to put them 2 motors together as well. And finally, we are back inside here because, good Lord, if we go out in front of this place, we've got a turbocharged Corvette, a supercharged Corvette. Oh God, what else do we have out there? Oh, we've got another little S10 truck that we're doing for a customer. We're also doing his box Chevy. twin turbo, twin 72 millimeter turbos on a 408 cubic inch motor. Is actually going to be going in to his box Chevy, and we're taking the motor and transmission out of his box Chevy and putting it into the S10 that I bought for him yesterday. So he wanted me to find him an S10. Found him an S10. So I mean, that's really basically two jobs in one. We've got 84 box Chevy that we're doing as well for another customer. God, what else do I have outside? Oh yeah, damn, I forgot about that. We also have another supercharged Mustang. Here's the 68 Impala. The sucker is clean, 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 and I do mean clean. I mean, it looks brand freaking new on the inside. I know it's hard to see, but I mean, you could eat off the damn floor of this thing. It is freaking ridiculous. But that's the one we're actually doing a swap on. And then we got an '05 Silverado here that's already got a cam swap done to it. I gotta tune it. There's the turbo Corvette, 65 Mustang, 86 Monte Carlo that I just got finished building a 358 cubic inch motor for right there. The guys put it in, everything else, and then I went through and tuned it today. We also have the 2009 Ford Mustang, which is supercharged. We're waiting on 2 more parts for the supercharger, and it'll be done. The supercharger install, the fuel upgrades, everything else is already done. Just waiting on a pulley, freaking pulley. Oh man. And then out there we have a 2013 Dodge Charger. Pulling the motor out of it, and we're actually going to build a real motor for it. So we're going to put an LS motor inside of a Dodge Charger as well. And that pretty much is just the stuff that we have here. Over at the paint shop, we've got 4 over at the paint shop. I have 3 personally at my house. Yes, we are gonna do the LS motor inside the Charger. So yeah, we're gonna put an LS motor inside the Charger, which will be cool. That'll be cool. I mean, well, actually, if you want a Charger to be fast, well, you got to take that Dodge shit out of it. So, I decided, fuck it, I'll do it live because, well, I was resting up. Wow, you've been away from driving for 10 years? Wow. I don't like driving at all. I like going fast, don't get me wrong, but I really honestly don't like driving. Really, really, really don't like driving. Is Trump going to give a speech tonight? Because that'd be awesome. I'm just looking for a reason to go home right now. It would hurt me to walk to the damn truck. I'm just tired, worn out. So, but there's Steph's tins right there. Yeah, I brought those with me though. That was freaking awesome. And of course, I mean, you got to have weaponry when you're around. So, you know me, got to have my guns. So there you go. I mean, you've pretty much taken a tour of where shit goes fast. And we do make shit go fast. Do I miss it? Yeah. Am I tired? Do I want to go home and rest? Yeah. I ain't got time for it. I gotta work. I know. I look like pure ass and pure hell, and I mean you can see how freaking this jacket looks extremely big on me, but it actually used to fit perfect. Now it looks just extremely big. Um, hey Steph. Yeah, I mean, hell, my hats don't even fit me anymore because I don't know. It just is how it is, and yeah, just figured I'd give y'all a tour around the shop, let y'all know what I'm up against, the shit that I've cleaned up, and the fact that I got new people up in here. I've sold some good jobs this week. Everybody was waiting for me to come back, apparently, because they've been coming in daily. I mean, daily. Um, you know, 30 to 40 people a day coming through the door, ready to get their stuff done. And with the crew that I've got now, um, they're doing it. I mean, they're doing it. So as long as we keep doing this and getting everybody's stuff right, and I'm taking care of two things. There's a Toyota pickup truck outside that they decided to build a motor for while I wasn't here, and I'm gonna have to tear it apart and redo it. This is why nobody else builds motors here. Um, you know, tell them, hey, Bonnie. So I'm gonna go ahead and get them to pull that motor, and I'll tear it down, and I'll figure out what they screwed up on it, and I'll go back and put it right back again. And then when it leaves out of here this time, I mean, it's gonna cost me money to do it, but you know, business is business. So yeah, I can't take the damn all of this stuff, man. It's just I can't. It needs to be where it needs to be, and that's not where none of this stuff needs to be. I mean, luckily I've got a third of it cleaned out. I've got another third. Once I that trailer's completely full, so it's gonna have to go get dumped tomorrow, and then I'll get them to bring the trailer back, and then I'll have them fill it up again. It'd probably take us 3 trips to get rid of all the crap. I mean, just pure crap that has been just accumulating on the freaking floor. Uh, yeah, that live streaming every night. Yeah, I'm good. I don't want to live stream every night. I'm good. I'm good. I don't have the energy for live streaming really. Not every night, and especially not them freaking 8 hour marathons I used to do. Not right now. Um, yeah, I think I'm gonna go pull some cars in. Um, yeah, they brought the crap into the shop. This is just old stuff that's been taken off of cars and getting replaced with good stuff, better stuff. Because I mean, you can't just put a more horsepower in there. You got to upgrade pretty much everything in the car, and they just, you know, instead of throwing it out, you know, instead of just throwing it out and getting rid of it or putting it in the trash or whatever, then they, I mean, it's do absolutely nothing. And they weren't getting anything out. Got news for you. I mean, it's a business. I don't enjoy firing people, but when you're not doing the damn job, then you need to be gone. I mean, if I have to do it, then I don't need to fucking pay you to do it. So, anywho, I am going to pull a bunch of this shit on the inside of the gate outside and lock it up, lock this damn place down, and grab me a bite to eat on the way home, and then take me a shower and go my happy ass to bed. I try to get away for about an hour, 2 hours every day, and just like I'll get in the truck and go and just go take a nap. But yeah, it is what it is. I'll get it straightened out by the end of the week. This shop won't look like this. I can tell you that with the guys that came in, and I've been wanting to get these guys here for a long freaking time. We've known each other for a long time, and I'm glad they finally decided to come over. And they've been wanting to come for a long time. I'm glad they finally decided to come. Honestly, it's a damn godsend. Seriously, it really is. Because as of Friday, I had no people, and then as of Monday, I have a great crew that has been kicking ass for 2 straight days, and I expect them to kick straight ass again tomorrow. And maybe we can get some of these damn bills caught up, bills paid. That'd be freaking nice. But yeah, I think I'm gonna lock everything down. Appreciate everybody coming on. Just wanted to give y'all a little tour of the shop, and I've got some videos that are extremely hilarious. I haven't received anything from GoFundMe that I'm aware of. Although I did set it up, but I got some videos that I've done that are extremely hilarious. I just have to go through and edit them. It's going to be pretty damn cool. It's going to be pretty damn cool. Those videos are extremely freaking funny. I'll go ahead and give you one of the punchlines. One of the punchlines, now, because it's going to offend people, but you know me, I don't give a shit about offending people. It's funny as if it's funny, it's funny. I don't care. I mean, you can't have comedy in this fucking country anymore, because everybody gets so damn offended all the damn time. Um, but one of them's the gender equality deal. Women want to feel gender equality until they get smacked in the goddamn mouth, and then ooh, all of a sudden they don't want to be equal anymore. Because I found a video that is going to be going up, and so I just kind of dubbed over it, with the whole gender equality thing, which is absolutely true. Hey, you want to be equal to a man, and then bam, that's first time they get hit in the mouth, they don't want to be equal to a man anymore. They want to be, oh no, you can't hit a woman. You know, I give two shits if it offends people or not. You know me, I don't care. I don't care. My channel has never been for the faint of heart or for if you want real shit, you're gonna get real shit. Period. Um, yeah. If you want real shit, you're gonna get real shit. So, all right. Well, that's enough because I'm on my phone and I'm gonna try and get my ass to the house. I got to get all these cars inside, lock all the gates, get the security system set up. Oh, the new security system for the shop. Uh, One of the guys that I let go, I figured he was going to try and come in while nobody was here. So what I did is I moved some sensors around, some motion sensors, and I changed the code. And sure enough, Saturday night at 1:30 in the morning, alarm goes off, and he gets caught inside the shop. Officer says he works here. Um, no, he doesn't work here. Well, he has a key. That's because his ass ain't been here and I ain't been able to get it back from him. Um, does he know the code? No, exactly, because he doesn't work here. Well, what do you want to do? Take his ass to jail. That's what I want to do. Got a $250,000 worth of freaking car sitting inside the damn shop right here. Um, take his ass to jail. I mean, who knows what the hell he's going to take, steal, whatever. Take his ass to jail. So, sure enough, they took his ass to jail. So, score one up for me for not being here at 1:30 in the morning. But yeah, that was pretty freaking awesome. Now, I didn't like firing him. Arresting him was a whole different story, though. I thought arresting him was great. Um, but to all y'all, I appreciate y'all tuning in. Like I said, I've got videos that's already shot at the house. I just have to edit them together, which I think tomorrow I'm actually going to leave early and go home. Um, Once I get everybody going and doing what they're supposed to do, I'm going to go ahead and build one motor and I'm going home. Um, so I'll go home, get me some rest, and I'll do some editing, and then hopefully I'll have a video up by Thursday. Tomorrow will be Wednesday, so I have a video up by Thursday. If not two, I might spread them out and do one on Thursday and one on Friday. But man, they're freaking hilarious, and that's what it's all about. It's all about having fun. At this point, I mean, gotta have fun, and whether the butt hurts strong with this one or not, I can't help it. I can't help it. You better put a condom on because I'm about to fuck your feelings. I mean, that's just all there is to it. I'm not letting loose. And believe it or not, I have been following our boy Batista, and man, this some bitch is crazy. So I'm gonna be going after Batista's ass again. Um, I've got some emails from about the new Star Wars stuff coming up, and why things did happen and why things didn't happen. Um, yeah, Batista, you got that right. It's exactly what it is to Batista. I got some Star Wars news coming up that I got an email about. And they were supposed to do some stuff and didn't do it, and it's the reason why is the funny part, and that's in the video. Um, so look forward to that one coming either Thursday or Friday. I don't know which one I'm going to release first. Probably the easiest one to edit. There's going to be plenty of stuff going on in the videos. So yeah, look, yeah, y'all can see my hand here. That's wide open. I can do that. So hey, there you go. If you want to make a damn Crip sign or some shit, and you live in damn LA and you're part of one of the gangs, man, I could even walk down the fucking street because I don't know what that gang sign right there is. I mean, it could be shoot me in the fucking head. I don't know, but I mean, it's a gang sign. But um, the good news is I mean, I can bend them down and it's getting better. I mean, I just have to continue to do the exercises and everything else, and the walking is a whole lot better. My eyesight still sucks like ass. I mean, it's just gone. I mean, it's just from where it was located. So, um, or the fact that I'm just getting old. I don't, one of the two. But, I mean, it wasn't this bad before. It is now. So, um, I might reshoot the videos because I really need to clean this shit up on my face. I was just kind of happy to have some hair grow back. So now I'm starting to look like fucking ZZ Top. So I don't know. I may not. I might just fuck it, let it go. I did start packing some shit up in there, so in the videos you'll notice that a lot of the background and everything else, some of that stuff's already packed up. So I haven't found a place yet, but I'm still looking because I've got to find a place by February 1st. I mean, I've got to be able to move in February 1st. So I still haven't found one yet, but I'm working on it. I'm working on it. But anyway, y'all, peace out. Two, go to Bonnie's live stream. Three, subscribe to F&N. There is an F&N video that is getting ready to hit. F&N is freaking awesome. Yeah, oh yeah, damn right. I'm gonna strut that toxic masculinity right there. That's exactly right. Because you know what? Women can't grow that. I wonder if next thing they're going to be jumping on us because men have facial hair and most women don't grow facial hair. Well, I say most women. Some of them I've seen actually do have a pretty good mustache going on. I've even seen some that's got you know about as much hair as I've got, and I'd probably call that some bitch sir too. I mean shit. Um, it's ma'am. It's not ma'am. Man, you are either a chick with a dick or you're a man with tits. So, I mean, that's just how it is. You want to be like that, that's fine. Don't make me come over there because I would have taken your ass outside. I wouldn't have been like Mr. GameStop boy sitting behind the counter. I'd have showed you a sir. Um, like I said, I'd have showed you a sir. You would want equality until you got smacked in the freaking face, and then you wouldn't want that damn equality anymore. And besides that, that wasn't a real transgender. That was just a cross dresser right there. That was not a transgender person. That was a cross dresser. There's a difference. That is a man that likes to dress like a woman. Transgender is not a man that likes to dress like a woman. That's a man that likes to dress like a woman right there. Um, and just looking to start a fight. Wish I'd have been in the store. Wish I'd have been in the store when that shit went down. I'd have been like, show me your balls. Now. I want to see your balls now. If you don't have balls, because you don't have boobs, so you've got to have one or the other. Show me some balls. I would have. I'd have been right there in the store. I want to see your balls. I want to see them. I want to cup them, hold them in my hand. I want to sit there and I just want to do this right here with them and just, no, I'm just kidding. I don't want to do that. But, I mean, this is what I would have done in the store. Because there wouldn't have been any, there'd have been balls. You know there'd have been balls. Because it was a dude. It was a fucking dude. It was a damn crossdresser. Oh, take it outside. And I'm like, oh, yeah, that's a real womanly voice. Oh, yeah, that's a real ladylike way to act. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Wow. God, could you imagine if that thing did have a vagina? Oh my God, could you imagine that with a vagina? Seriously, seriously. If that had a real vagina. Oh my God. And it was fucking hilarious, 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 hilarious to me. And that little fruitcake with the damn vape shop. Oh my God, with him screaming like, "Arr!" Like they teach him in college. Oh my God. And I love the way the guy said, look, sell me that and I'll leave. I'm not saying, oh, no, no. Look, it's your job. Sell it to me. Sell it to me and I'll walk out of the door. And then when he starts doing it, oh, I love capitalism. Oh, dude. Fucking priceless. 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 Man, I'd buy that fucker a beer. Just for all the, I mean, man, he was triggering that sumbitch left and freaking right. That was so goddamn funny. And the fact of the matter is him calling Trump racist. And this guy's racist just for wearing a hat, just for wearing a shirt, just for doing this. This guy's racist. The funny shit is two black men own this vape shop. Two black men. This guy's been going to this vape shop for years. Knows the two owners of the vape shop, and both of them are black. And the next damn day, sure enough, say Space Boy's fired. Um, and there's a picture of him with the two owners of the shop, and he's putting it out there on Facebook and everything else to not boycott the shop because it's not their fault. It was just the one employee's fault. Because lots of people were like, well, we're not going to go there because of that. We're not going to. No, it's just that one employee, and he's not there anymore. These are the guys that actually own it. And black guy on his left, black guy on his right, white guy in the middle, and you know, it's really hard when somebody calls you racist. I mean, it really does bring up a whole bunch of feelings, and you try never to get all up in your feels. If you get all up in your feels, only two things can come of that. One, you're going to feel pain, or two, they're going to feel pain. I mean, that's just how it is. So, I like the way the guy just sat there nice and calm, wasn't all up in his damn feelings. Feelings wasn't hurt, nothing else. You know, because he knows who he is. He knows if he's racist or not. And believe it or not, I mean, there's a shit ton of people out there. I ain't gonna say a shit ton. There's a lot of people out there that are still racist these days. But they're getting harder and harder and harder to come by. That's the damn truth. Um, you know, I mean, seriously. You know, there's some people out there that are racist, but I'm telling you, and I live in the South, and they're getting harder and harder to come by. Um, which is good. Hell, I mean, a lot of my clientele are, I'll just say, not white. I mean, shit. I mean, they're all kinds of nationalities, races. So, I mean, hell, I don't care. Make shit to me. If we can sit there and bullshit and have a good time, we can sit there and bullshit and have a good time. Just, I mean, that's just how I am. So, um, and if Zoe Saldana wants to walk up in here, oh yeah, she ain't safe. Oh no, ain't no safe space up in here. Um, uh, don't think I'm gonna turn that down. Your fetish is showing again. What's going on, Daytona? Oh, yeah. So, with all that being said, we got some funny shit getting ready to come out. I did take the entire weekend off last weekend and did absolutely nothing. I mean, I literally did absolutely nothing. I did absolutely nothing. I did fire people, but I mean, that was it. I am wearing a Georgia Bulldogs hat. Um, man, it's all because I wasn't able to go to the games this year. That's what it was. All because I wasn't able to go to the games. If I show up at the game, they win. And just the fact that they got beat in the freaking bowl game, I mean, that's just because their ass should have been playing Alabama. You want to know the God's honest truth about it. And they knew since they didn't win the championship, well, screw it. They ain't give a shit anymore. And I can't really say I blame them. I mean, there's been times where I wanted to give up on a lot of things here lately. But then you sit there and you look back on it and you push through it. And something pushes you, you just push back. So I'm just going to continue to push back. And my way of pushing back is, you know, building that. That little sucker inside of a 1,600 pound S10. 1,000 horsepower going in a 1,600 pound S10. Man, no need for Botox because just, you know, pure pure friggin' G forces is gonna pull your skin back. So no need for damn Botox on that one right there. That thing's gonna take off like a damn rocket. It's gonna be on the rear bumper. It's gonna be crazy to drive. It's gonna be all over the damn place. That's awesome. Pure awesome. So with all that being said, I'm finally gonna go do it. I'm gonna go pull these damn cars inside and grab me some food on the way home. Take me a nice warm shower when I get home and lay my ass down. Go to bed. In the S10, what I'm doing with the S10 for 1,000 horsepower is pretty simple, actually, to make it hook up. Um, of course, you need a good coilover in the front that's adjustable so you can control how much travel you have in the front. So, which is the cage is actually going to help. The roll bar will actually help to transfer the weight of the truck to the back tires, even though the back of the truck doesn't have a whole lot of weight in it. But when you go to get on it, the cage, since it's attached directly to the frame, is going to push all that stuff back. So, and so on the front, I just have a nice set of coilovers, um, which they are AFCO coilovers on the front. And on the back, it's the simplest setup ever. And you'd never think it would work, um, but it's actually just a set of monoleaf springs and a set of what's called. Hang on, somebody's walking into the shop. Seriously. Oh shit, man! I got your ass shot walking up in this motherfucker. All right, guys. I'll see y'all next time. Luckily, it's Eric.
Yeah, you called the police already too?
No. Shit. Can't be walking up in the shop like that, man. Shit. All right. We'll see y'all next time.